Okay, hi all, and welcome to another review by Simple Wargaming. It's been a while since I've done one, but that's been full-time work life and health issues and that. But we're getting back to it now. This is an old set we're looking at. Battle for the Pacific. I apologise. So this is US and Japanese fleet starter box set from Warlord for the Victory at Sea set. It's at 100 and 1800 scale, which looking at the fuse, it's a small scale, obviously. This unboxing of it now. This set's been out for a number of years now, but as they've released the combined arms earlier this year or late last year, and they're looking at obviously their operation, their critical operation at the moment. And the idea is it all links together, so you can play using the combined arms set, which I'll see if I can get a whole box to look at as well. You can do your sea battles with Victory at Seas or with Cruel Seas. You can then do the air battles with Blood Red Sky, and then you can also do the land battles with Bolt Action, or you can play it as a board game, which I've done. I have played the board game, great Wii game, and we'll get into that another day. So look at Victory Sea to start off with. This obviously is, say, their starter set, which is the Battle for the Pacific. Now this doesn't have big ships in it, so it has, I think, destroyers in it. We'll go through it and see what's in the box itself. Box itself, really nice. I like the artwork. It's simple, you know. You've got the American cruisers there, and about it being bombed by the Japanese. It looks like a nice enough set. I love the artwork, so I like the Victory at Sea set of it. It's a standard Warlord box, really nice. On the back of it, you get obviously what's in the box. So you get mat, dice, cards. You get the ships for the Japanese fleet, and then for the American fleet. And here it tells you, I think you were going to get in it. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. We'll see what it's like. Well, the Simple Wargaming does now have an online website, which I'll put the link to that in the description. That is simple-wargaming.com, where you can actually buy this and buy other products as well from Warlord. We'll be expanding our range on that as we go. But to this, so what do we get in the box? Let's have a look. Let's open it up. So, a standard Warlord. Everything's really well packed. The ships are all in bubble wrap. So you get D10 and D6 dice. 3 little D6 dice, and then some D10 dice. So, nice little set as well. Everything you need for obviously to play the game. Now, I looked at this last night actually, they do give you this, which is the Warlord Games resin kits. So it basically gives you a bit about what to do with them. So obviously wash in warm water, super glue, but please do not dry. Make sure you do a dry run to make sure everything fits with glue in it, and then obviously clean up some things. And the usual, it's not a toy. Resin can be harmful, usual things. So we'll look at the ships in a minute. We'll take them out and put them over there for now. So we've got 3 bags of the ships. So we've then got I do like Warlord when you get the whole pack by. It's quite cool. I used to keep them. Don't know why, but I did. Now you've got markers and cards in here, and then obviously what to do with them. So let's have a wee look. So inside here, one-handed, I should really get a stand for my phone. I will do it at some point. I'll get a stand for the camera and make it all, but we'll see what's in it. So a little bit about it in terms, obviously, about the games, where you can pre-order it, Bolt Action Warlord, and again a bit more information again, just about the resin kits again, just to make sure you've got the information. Quite nice to have. So in this bag you get now these are markers. These are very similar to Cruel Seas markers. And these are used usually to damages, so you know how much damage each ship has. Now I play Cruel Seas. Oh, and again, who packed that bag? Ronnie packed it. Thank you, Ronnie. So these are obviously the ships you get in the box. So you get the Fatuka class. Now you see here, obviously it says you've got 20 at the top, so they are 23 hull points. So 1 marker at the top for 20, 1 marker at the bottom of 3, and you can slide them up and down as they take damage. All turrets. What I quite like about this is on the back of them, you get a description of the actual ship itself, so its length, displacement, the speed, how much crew in it when it was commissioned, and then you get a little bit of information about them, which is quite nice. And then refits. If there wasn't refits, so I can't pronounce it properly. I apologize for the Keiko. Both vessels were lost prior to it, so none of them were refitted. So that's quite nice. If we go into it, you've got the Portland Cruiser. Again, there's lots of information about it in back. Then obviously what refits. and what guns they added for the refits, which I think is quite nice. Gives you a bit of historical information about them and the dates that they happen. So that's really nice. And obviously you've got them for every ship that comes in the box. So that's nice. So this game, again, very much like Cruel Seas, it's done by the cards. The information on the cards, what ships you've got, what guns you've got, all on there. From ranges, if you look at this, you've got what range it is, fire arc for it, each gun, A, B turret. The ranges you can shoot them at, the damage, armor penetration, and then damage dealt if it actually gets in. And then anything they've got about restricted, weak, batteries, and that lot. So that's quite nice you've got there. You've got traits up here, aircraft 4, the hull. Now the first number is how many hull points it has. The second number is when it reaches that, so when it reaches 8, only 8 hull points left, it becomes what's called a crippled ship. And then that has other implications about hulks and speed and what it can do. So that's quite nice. What you do get in the box is the cardboard tokens. So you get damage tokens, rearm tokens. They look like critical damage tokens. Smoke. And then these 2 movement. So that ship sort of control, that is who has initiative, so who's in charge for that turn. And then these are the turning arcs you can do. So you're 45, and then your 2-inch measure. Because reading through the rules overnight, you've got to do a 2-inch move before you can do a turn. You can turn as many times as you want, as long as you move 2 inches each time. Now, obviously, each ship has a certain speed, so it does limit that, and there's 2 of them. It is nice cardboard. It's very nice coloured, actually. It looks really nice. I like what they've done to it. The back one is quite flat. The top side here, you've got the slight beveled edges on it, so you can tell which is the top, which is the bottom, which is quite a nice little touch. And it looks really nice. It looks simple. So look at that. Now, you do get 2 of these mats in it. So you get one like, now they are paper mats, thick paper. One side's a dark, one side's a bit lighter. You get 2 in them to play on. I guess one gets you've got a spare. Again, one side's a dark, one side's lighter. How the ships fare on that, because it is a bit glossy. I don't know. I think in my head it would be nicer just to have one, but actually have a cardboard mat rather than a paper mat in there. Paper can get ripped easy, damaged. I think I'd rather have like a cardboard one. Sort of things you get in things like Shade Spire, Underworlds. You get like football games and that kind of sort of fold up one would be quite nice. But I guess one of the issues is it's quite a big mat because there's quite a lot there, so the cardboard may be too much, but you get that in there. The next thing you do is you get the rule book. It's not particularly a big rule book, to be perfectly honest. It is 29 pages, so not big at all. In there you get how to build the ships of what you get in the setup. What you also get is the national fleets at the back. So you've got Marine Nationale, the French obviously, the Regia Marina, which is the Italians, and then you get information on, now I always get this wrong, I pronounce it wrong, I do apologise, it's the Kriegsmarine, which is the Germans, the Royal Navy, and then they give one of the information for the big one, the Warspite, Bismarck. Now you can buy these models, obviously, it gives you a bit of information about them beforehand, and then if there's any special rules about their aircraft and what they can't do. For the Japanese, you get the rules for the Yamato, and then for the US Navy, you get it for the Idaho. But again, you get also about the planes they use when commissioned, so down to what year you're using them. Obviously, these are all the Corsairs, which is their Royal Navy planes in those days. You get all the commission dates, depending on what year you're playing. You get type bomber or fighter type for the 44, or just a fighter for the 42. How fast they go, how good they are in dogfights, how much damage dice they get, and if it's what initiatives, and then how many points it costs to take them. So again, it's a fleet-based game for points. You've got obviously different deployment zones and different scenarios. So this is obviously War at Sea. So there's a number of ways of doing it, and different objectives are all here. So you can play a game with mission-based, not a problem. In it, there's obviously rules. Again, the artwork's really nice. It's a bit of glossy paper. It's nice. It's a bit stronger than obviously on paper. Obviously, the painting is always, and artwork is lovely. From the pictures here, and there's obviously a nice bit of the named each one, so it works really well. A quick flick of the rules. I've not done it all yet. I've not gone for the traits and that, but the quick flick of the rules, I've done all sort of the end phase, the orders, critical damage. I've read through all that. It seemed like a very nice game. Generally very simple to play, even down to how sort of the movement works. It's very easy. Everything in the game is measured from the bridge, so we're looking at that. Again, I do love the artwork. HMS Warsprite there, Warsprite fine. So it's a nice set. Everything's labelled. Artwork's really nice as usual, and it's what you come to expect from Warlord. That's those red and black things we showed on about damage sliders. Sort of had to put them on to mark what you're getting on. So all in all, that set's pretty good. Now we'll have a wee look at the ships and what we've got. So we'll start with this one. So this gives you the US Indianapolis, the USS Northampton, the USS Chicago, and this was packed by Cosmina. So have a quick look at these. We'll see what state, how they are, and what they do. Give me 2 seconds. I'll get them out. So here we got them out. So each ship comes on a base with the name on there. So that's USS Chicago, 1942, and a date that they were around. And then what it does at the back of it, so that's a name. It tells you what sort of class of ship it was. This was a Northampton class cruiser. Now there is obviously some swarth, a bit of flashing to clean up off them, but again, it comes off very easy. It's literally just very thin pack on them. He says having trouble getting off. There we go. So again, nice artwork. I like the sort of the bases are on. It gives you a nice feel. You can see you've got to paint it all, make it look nice, but it's there. And then for the guns on them, so this is obviously the Chicago. We have Indianapolis, which again is a Portland class cruiser. So should be all the same size, he says. Then we've got, oh, that part, come on. We've got the USS Northampton there, 1942, and obviously this is a Northampton class cruiser. Each one comes with a sprue with the name on it, the ship it belongs to, and guns, radar, bridges, bits on it to fill in the holes, which obviously we've got here. So you've got Indianapolis, Northampton, so you got your guns, your bridge, or your radars anyway, are all there. So again, I do like them. Really nice detail to them. Are really well done. Being basic in terms of the ship, but all the little deals like the portholes there, the little guns on the side, and then the nice places to fit all the extra bits. Now, obviously, I haven't put these ones together yet. I only got this yesterday, so I'll be looking through it all, and I will, all go well, I will get a picture made up and hopefully painted over the next course a couple of weeks, and I'll do a video showing you the outcome, just a little sort of up-to-date video outcome. Now we've got a few more here. These are the little babies of the game. Now they do I know they do torpedo boats and that lot. So when you're doing like a combined arms, you could do the cruel seas battle, and you have a torpedo boat battle to land in. Again, it's quite nice to get these little things. You know, it's packed it all. I know it's a little thing for them, but it's quite nice. So here again, every ship comes with what type it is. So this is a Fletcher class destroyer. Now the destroyers don't come with individual names. If you look at individual names and you want to go through it all, that, you know, a bit of research, and you can maybe try and paint the numbers that belong to them on the hull. But that would be, you know, a bit of work. But yeah, so the small destroyers don't come with names. So you've got the Fletcher for the American. And I'm going to say this wrong, and I'm going to have to apologise because I'm going to say it badly because, well, that's me. He says trying to get it. This is the, now, for Paquette class destroyer. Again, little bits, you know, so there's bits there to put things in. They come with all the little bits here to put in. That's one there for the Fletcher class. And then you've got one for the Fubuki class destroyer ×3. So I'll see 4 of them. Now in this set, you do get 3 of the Japanese destroyers. You do, however, get 6 of the Fletchers. and then you get 3 big ships for each one. So I've not played yet, obviously, so I'm not quite sure, but there'll be a reason why you get the difference in them. Probably the Fletcher's not quite as strong as the FB class, and because Warlord are very good at making sure the games are balanced and that. So what we'll do is we'll get them painted up. We'll show them afterwards. So I'll put a link to the new website in the comments. The hope is to keep pushing this on, and we get more. And as we get new stuff that I've not looked at before, we'll review them. Some of the kits are old, like this one. It is an old kit. It's not a brand new. It's been out for a number of years, but I'll keep going through them and we'll see where we go. So thank you for listening. Enjoy it, and continue wargaming, and we'll see you in the next video.